Tony Rose killed a beast, so I paid a.
What's up? It's your host, Mr. Rain. This is Black and Mild Nap Time.
This is Black and Mild Nap Time.
Jesse, it's serious, man.
You gotta win. He's gonna.
It's your fucking host, Mr. Rain, with none other than the man himself, Swisher Sleep.
What's happening?
We do this interview right here for you guys. It's called Who the is Swisher Sleep?
That's right. Who the
And I'm gonna beat his ass in chest while we do this.
Okay. You know, you might win the battle, but you're definitely not gonna win the war, man.
The confidence of this man is amazing.
In the depth of your soul that
it's amazing.
Even if you win this game, you ain't even close to beating me.
Let me do something for you real quick. Let me like that for you.
All right, thank you, sir.
Absolutely. That's a Swisher, by the way.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right. I want to start this interview off by a couple questions. I'm going to follow them with a couple more questions, and then I might end it with a couple questions if that's okay.
That is.
All right.
Even though you're the only one that can question me.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. So, first question. Back in the day.
I like that.
As a kid, what was life like? I know you did a little time, you know, for killing a couple people. So, what was childhood like for Swish?
You know, thinking back on it, there's a lot of people that had more than me. There's a lot of people that had less than me too. As far as having money, not having money, poor, not having poor, I don't know. I never felt like we were poor. I know that we had the food stamps when they were real food stamps before it was the card and shit. Does that mean you're poor? I don't know. I don't remember sleeping out in the cold. I remember having shit. I remember having other people's shit sometimes, but it wasn't nothing to me. So I can't say that I really did too much. My mom was not a drug addict. She had a job and she raised us, and you know, she did a good job doing that. I met my dad a little bit later, at 10 years old.
Why does it seem like people have to have these crazy stories just to, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like people want to like, man, it's dope. I grew up because my parents were druggies, or it almost makes them feel like their story's better.
Right. That's real.
Get that out the fucking ear, please.
I like that. Yes, sir. And you know, I didn't have a bunch of family growing up. The gangs was prevalent where I'm from in the Central District. So as soon as you go outside, if you're a boy, if you're a man, if you're a boy becoming a man, you're gonna get your nuts tested from every angle, from every direction. That's just where we came from. I got my ass kicked and shit like that. But I was a bad little kid though, and I was influenced by niggas that had money. I always look back on my life and say that was a blessing because I was real influential, and I damn near would have did anything for anybody just to feel accepted. You're not chasing me down and jumping me with your partners, so I'm gonna fuck with you and your gang, you know. And just the niggas I met was just real solid. And to me, real solid is giving a little kid some dope and telling them, bring me my money back. And you know, that's what they did, and pulled me aside and gave me some dope and said, here, you go ahead and run this and bring me my little shit back. You can keep that. And I'm thinking my little 100, 200 bucks at 13 years old is a lot. But the thing about dude is he would show me. He would be like, look, I could really bop you over the head with this and this and this and this. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna give you an opportunity to do this, and I'll show you can have things. And he had marble on his fireplace, and he seemed hella old, but he was probably only like 19, 20. When I'm 13 years old, he seemed like he was, you know, 30 years old. But so it doesn't matter if I would have had quote unquote the best parents in the world. I wasn't listening to shit, and I was doing what I wanted to do, and I ended up getting really fucked up behind it. And I ended up having to go do lots of time for it as a kid. And you know, when you're 14, 15 years old and they say you're about to go sit down for 5 and 6 years, you count, you're like, wait a minute, that's a third of what I've already lived. And that's a long motherfucking time. And you know, I had to go sit down and do that shit, and that'll wake you up, man. That Folgers will wake you up, or it'll put your ass to sleep. There's a saying, don't knock the hustle. And you know, coming from where we come from, you understand that because there's a lot of different people that gotta do a lot of shit. But when you really think about it, that's some bullshit, ain't it? Because they telling us, look, you don't have no motherfucking opportunity, bitch. Your family don't got no opportunity. Your generation, your bloodline ain't never gonna have no opportunity. You better do whatever it is you can do and make you believe that that shit is true. Yeah. It's like, man, that's some fucked up shit to have to go do whatever it is you gotta do because that shit don't quit. You can get it all through your teenage years. You can get it all through your 20s and all through your 30s and 40s and 50s. I just said hella shit, but what you gonna do after even that? You've been doing this shit for then. There ain't no plan. You don't get no dental plan. You don't get no money on the back end for that. You gotta get it and save it, and you gotta risk it every time you make a move. Music, without being in the crime life, is damn near fucking impossible if you don't got some millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire in your back pocket ready to fund your whole shit. And who got one of those? Right. So the equipment, the time and shit that you letting me get in on is, you know, is actually priceless. I recognize, one thing I do recognize is sacrifice for a lot of artists. And it's sad sometimes if you're, you know, you're still in the process of becoming a better artist, I'll put it lightly, but those people compared to people that are seasoned, they all make the same sacrifice. So if you have a family, you're always at the studio. That's a big risk. You know what I'm saying? That's a big risk because you're saying, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on my dream. I'm gonna take time away from everything else. Babe, you got the kids or whoever it is, you got the kids or whatever, vice versa. You got all these things that you're putting behind you so you can focus on this. You're doing it because you want to make sure that they're taken care of and you're not some piece of shit someday. You know what I'm saying? That hustle is real. But who understands the sacrifice is fucking crazy because you could literally be wasting every hour, every minute of your life on something that will never happen. That's scary. So for people that I feel like, damn, you got something, you know what I'm saying? I support that 100% because while you're sacrificing that, I'm sacrificing the same thing. So I love that about, you know, specific people. So, you know, practice does make perfect. So if you're trash now, don't mean you're gonna be trash tomorrow, you know, or maybe next year. But you know what I'm saying? There definitely is a risk of loss, but you only live once, right? So, so now we got the background of everything. We know kind of how you were brought up a little bit without being too detailed. And what age did you start like literally focusing on music or even thinking about, damn, I might want to do this? You know, man, and it makes me smile thinking about it. But you know that picture, or it was a video of Tiger Woods when he was like 3 years old. He's swinging this golf club, and he's just looking super filthy doing it. You remember seeing that? Yeah. Do you remember seeing that? It's Tiger Woods as a 3-year-old swinging a golf club, and you're like, God damn, he can swing that thing. That's me with a pen.
That's filthy. And
it's only reality. All I ever did was musical things. All I ever was good at was writing. It's all. And then when I got locked up and I got juvenile life, I was put into a box to write. And like I was saying earlier, while people was, you know, from age 15 to 21, people's experiencing, man, their sexuality and getting their cherry popping, going to parties and learning social skills and you know, becoming who they are gonna be as a person and figuring shit out. I was in the box, right?
Fresh out the box. Was the title of that first prize? Is that where you got that from?
That's exactly where I got that from.
I never knew that.
And then you throw it with the swishers fresh out the box.
I know, it makes sense. Hey, see, look, we're learning together. Hey. I never knew that. I mean, I figured it had something to do with being locked up, but not necessarily to that extent. So that's knowledge for myself. That's amazing. Next question.
All right.
Where did you get the name Swisher Sleep?
It's blended. My name always been Sleep 6. It always been since the beginning of time. That's a whole nother story. And then, you know, swishers and weed, and all I ever did was run through them. You know, unlike any human being ever seen on the face of this alien earth. So they, you know,
sleep first.
There you go.
Sleep 206.
Sleep 6, not
Sleep 6. Oh, because I remember it switched to Sleep 206 at one point, right?
Yeah. That was an email name or something.
Oh.
User name.
Okay. So that's how that happened. Shit, I had some horrible names when I was younger.
He said I had some horrible names. So what you trying to say?
Nah, you stuck with the same thing and changed it a little. My shit was corny as fuck. My shit was bad, yeah. Nothing. Anyway, this is not a Mistah Rain interview. This is Who the Fuck is Swisher Sleep. That's what it was. It was.
It was what?
Blade.
Cut.
You would have had a cut.
It don't really matter what the name is, man. It matters what you're doing with it, right?
The name is the game, huh?
There you go.
Yeah.
So, what are you working on right now? Because I know it's raining on my chessboard. That's why we got this guy right here. But what are we working on right now? Because I've been in the mix, in and out from this process.
Yeah.
I know what producers you've been using. I know a little bit about, I don't know everything about it, but
yes, you do.
I don't know everything.
Every damn thing.
Nah, see, I don't know what you're working on right now.
I'm working on an album called The Game Tape.
Didn't know that.
I'm working on an album called The Game Tape. That should be through. I mean, if I figure out this mixing process, if I can figure out a place I can go where I'm comfortable with the vibe, also comfortable with the sound, that might be the missing link to this whole shit, period, man.
That's huge. That mix and master, or the mix mainly is huge.
Humongous.
Finding your guy. Yeah.
It's humongous.
Yeah. Where's some of your production coming from both projects?
Besides you?
I did do a little bit on that one, but yeah, besides me, yeah.
Okay.
I got like, what, 3, maybe?
Recession Proof, man, my dude Darius, man. He got some heat on there. And then I got my guy, Brick. I met him in Arizona. He pulled up on me with a sack of that good. And I didn't even know he had beats. And it turns out he got all the shit I needed. And I've been fucking with him a lot lately, actually. Just on some shit. I'm just kind of playing with it, and I'm trying to get more relatable to more people, and I'm trying to care about that shit more. Because usually I just write and try to, grow my own self, and if they like it, they like it, whatever. But now I'm trying to, steer to my target audience a little bit and broaden it at the same time. And did I tell you I was filthy?
No, you didn't.
Man,
I actually have never heard one song from you.
I'm fucking filthy at this shit. And I'm dead serious.
That's what the city keep talking about. I'm not too sure.
Hey, man.
Well, is that a fucking yoo-hoo? Can we get this man a drink, please? Man,
I'm cool with this. I like this.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I like this shit.
There you go. That's a real drink. I didn't even put my fingers on your lip, though.
I mean, goddamn.
You can just drink the other side.
I need to finger bang my motherfucking drink.
My fault. The reason this chessboard is here is because of the project. Obviously a fucking prop, but
chessboard.
They're gonna wanna know why it's coming out. We know it's in the process of being mixed. That's the only delay, right?
Right.
Are you excited about this project?
Hell yeah. There's slaps on here, and it speaks to a darkness that I can't recreate because I was really in it. And when I wanted it, when I began, if you remember, I was asking the people that I wanted producing, I need some dark shit. And they had some happy, current sounding shit that I did not want because I wasn't feeling that.
Trap sleep?
I wasn't feeling none of that. I was feeling dark. I was feeling like hurting people. I was rapping about sticking guns in people's mouths. That's what I wanted to rap about. I didn't want to rap about nothing else except for doing anything and everything I had to do to get my money, to take my mind off of what was really going on in my life that was more painful, and it was a lot more real than anything else. So I decided to mask what was really going on. I decided to deflect what was really going on, and I decided to focus on my money and say fuck the world and say fuck light even being let into my house. And I still take a shower in the dark right now to this day because it's just comfortable now. It's just more comfortable to do it. And I'm letting the light in. I'm opening the blinds here and there, metaphorically in my life. And it just feels better, It just feels better when it's not all black and white, and you can see the green in the blades of the grass, and you can smell the flowers and all that other shit. But it's really life, and you really gotta face what it is that you got in front of you. There is no burying it. There is no putting it in your pocket. There is no running from it. As much as you try to pop an ecstasy pill, as much as you try to, And when you're in the music game and people are saying, hey, what's going on and shit, and you show them what's going on in your life, and then it happens, and then they say, we understand this shit. And then a month later, they like, damn, he's over there fucking up. He's fucking up, huh? And will have the motherfucking nerve to judge me because I'm not operating up to where they think I should be. Never mind in the fact of the things that are going on in my life.
Right, the real life shit,
yeah. The real life shit. That's why I came to the conclusion after going through it all is that none of it is a good enough excuse to detour you from what you're trying to do or where you're trying to go with your life and your dreams and your goals. Because as horrible as it may be, everybody go through some horrible shit to them. And it might not even be nothing to you, but to them, it broke them down and it hurt and crushed them. So, you know, my motherfucking album is coming.
Man, you talk about some shit that only certain people could talk about and only certain people could like relate to on this project, which is, and to me, it creates real fans, not just people that fuck with you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Those are the lifers.
Microwave. This is an oven cooked meal, what you get with me as an artist and as a person when you're following me. I am an oven cooked meal from a great chef.
Like a Marie Calendar?
I don't really know enough about her to judge it. I'm thinking more about no-name grandmothers. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about grandmothers.
Okay, only the family knows.
Yeah, man, with the right amount of shit in it that you like.
Okay.
It just takes a little longer to get. It takes a little longer to cook. It takes a little longer to prepare. But
I fucking vouch for it.
But it's worth it.
Wholeheartedly. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy.
Thank you.
And it's crazy to even have some production on there. That was like the last few beats that I made before I put this whole thing down.
So before I quit?
Yeah. I hate to say that, but I didn't. But I got some people, trying to bring me back out.
Of course.
Out my shell. But
you got to come with the shit.
I miss it. We got the new project right now that's getting, started.
Yep.
That's good. So that way you ain't gotta wait too long.
X-rated on there.
X-rated on there.
X-rated on there. Oh man, I'm glad you brought it up, man.
How was that?
X-rated, man. Oh man, I gotta tell you the real. So when I be rapping with people, I don't give a fuck who they are. I literally expect them to feel fear when they doing the music thing with me. I never feel fear towards them. X-rated and Crooked Eye are the only two people that I really felt they was just as serious about the shit as me. Just as serious about not their career, not being an artist, but just about my shit is about to be filthier than yours.
Craft, yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you think you might be. You're not him today. Show me who you are today then. And he was one of them. X-motherfucking rated. And he's a real good motherfucker, period. And sharp with the brain. And when you thinking about who X-rated is, when they're doing all that time and you're just a fan at a group home listening to the shit in your headphones, you come up with an idea of what they will be like as a person. X-rated is that. All the shit you thought he was, all the shit that you could be, he is that in person, in real life. And that is just a genuine ass thing to me. It's you can't fake that shit. So, shout out to X-rated, my nigga.
Salute. What's your favorite material released? Or what's your favorite music video to dumb it down?
Mine?
Mm-hmm. Let me guess it.
Go ahead.
No, it's not that one. I was gonna say the one with the cemetery, but what's the one you're thinking?
That's hard.
The one was, the one.
I've been fucking with that one. I've been fucking with Adrenaline Rush. I've been fucking with
Adrenaline Rush.
When I was sitting in the studio in the chair.
Oh yeah. Okay, in the studio. Okay.
That's my shit right now.
That's a lot of people's shit.
Hell yeah, that's my.
I'm gonna air one right now. Which one you want to play? A snippet.
Man, throw that studio chair.
Okay, that's a quick one.
Talent got that fire.
It ain't, yeah. What you say is how you say it. If I told you to go fuck your mama, I need a payment pimpin'. Yeah, I keep it real, no favoritism. Even told LeBron to just play your position. Now listen, Eric to me, diamonds and rubies, dude, you be glistening. Thank you, I fucked your hoochie until her coochie got sensitive. Trip, tell investors what the business is. I'm not an offer up, I'm a prison bid. Yeah, I'm just making sure my kids is fed. The feds take something small and make it bigger than a midget head. Yeah. Murder comes, murder spreads. No, we can't hang out, I only kick it to make sure it's dead. I find a bitch, I purge her bed, I bent her up, she hurt her leg. She might have lied, she might just want a Percocet. Could work with that. Turn your head, the bitch be trying to burn your bread. I break her down and build her up. An artist mixed with architect. I ain't no trick, I'm far from that. I'm smacking who you barking at.
That was a challenge, right?
Yeah, it was a challenge, man. It was a challenge, and they gave me, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about that. They gave it to some dude that did not beat me. So,
that happens.
No, my mama, though. He did not beat me.
No, I
don't know what they were on. And I don't know if it's, is it T Rose that threw the shit?
Because
I always think it's
threw
him.
the event. Shout out to Tony, too.
Whatever.
One of the best producers out there.
Whatever. That's my guy. He makes beats. I'm still mad at him about that. Because I don't even know how it's on that one.
I don't really know who won, though, either.
It was not filthy. It was
like a diss track?
No. It wasn't all like that. I don't got nothing against him, and I would have for sure been like, oh man, his shit was fire or flame or something.
Yeah.
I can't tell you one bar right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, nigga. Y'all jipped me. Yeah, they jipped me.
So, who's better? You or Jesse James?
Jesse James can't hold a candle to me.
Jesse James with the pew pew.
Yeah, the two shooter. The two shooter. Yeah.
No, that's my fucking guy, man. I love seeing you guys work together.
Shout out to Jesse James,
absolutely.
Bro.
What's up, brother? If you guys follow both of them, it's crazy. The shit that they be talking to each other about is crazy.
Yeah, whatever.
Jesse James, two shooter,
boy,
filthy, both of them.
Yeah, go look him up and follow him and all that shit too if you like, man. Jesse James on the Instagram and all that shit too. That's my dude. Shit, bro, nigga, please, don't bring it on, nigga. Jesse James.
Yep, good people, great artists.
You guys
sound amazing together.
He gonna go write a bar here and this.
You probably will.
He can start some shit. He can go write a whole verse.
I always call him Messy Stains, but that's just me. That's his name in my phone.
Yeah, Messy Stains.
Mm-hmm. You know, it could be a good thing. It could be like a murder scene too. It doesn't have to be shit your diaper.
I'm saving all my ranks because if this nigga comes with something, I'm gonna have to. Yeah, because he got bars too. He'll be, oh yeah, nigga.